If consistency feels exhausting, you are probably doing it wrong. Now, let me explain what I mean. If every time you think about posting, you feel pressured, you feel behind, or you feel everyone else is growing faster than you, if creating content feels heavier than running a business, then something is off. Hi there, my name is Adeomi Ogini. Welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining in, don't forget to subscribe while you're here. Consistency is supposed to build momentum. It is not supposed to drain your life out of you. Yet, many Nigerian creators feel tired. They are overwhelmed. They are posting, but they are not progressing. And slowly, burnout creeps in. So today, let us talk about how to stay consistent without burning out, especially as a Nigerian creator, balancing business, power supply, financial issues, and real-life responsibilities. The first mistake many creators make is overposting. There is a dangerous belief that growth requires posting, so you try to post every day. You rush your videos, you scramble for ideas, you film under pressure, and you edit by midnight. The truth is, most of you are posting because you feel guilty, not because you are strategic. Because 3 strategic videos are more powerful than 7 random ones. We need to understand that consistency is not about volume, it's about sustainability. For instance, if you post 7 videos this week and disappear for the next 2 weeks because you are exhausted, that is not consistency. Instead, ask yourself what you can realistically sustain for the next 6 months. If that number is 2 or 3 powerful strategic videos per week, stick to that. Growth rewards predictability more than intensity. Another major shift you need to understand is that energy management is more important than time management. Now, what do I mean by this? Many creators say they don't have time. But often, the issue is not even the time, it is scattered energy. If you set up your tripod 5 different days, adjusting lights 5 different days, and mentally preparing for 5 different days, you are draining yourself unnecessarily. When you film 3 or 4 videos in one sitting, you enter a creative flow state. Your brain stays in teaching mode and your energy is focused. In Nigeria, for instance, where power supply can be highly unpredictable, batching is important. Filming multiple pieces of content at once protects you from future stress. Sustainable creators think ahead. Another reason creators burn out is because they rely on motivation instead of systems. Motivation feels exciting at the beginning. It gives you a burst of energy. Systems, on the other hand, do not depend on mood. Instead of waking up and asking, do I feel like creating content today? Create structure. Decide that you have a filming day, an editing day, and a posting day. When you assign roles to days, you remove daily decision pressures. This way, you are no longer negotiating with yourself, you are simply following structure. For example, you might decide that Saturdays are filming days, while Mondays are editing days, then Wednesdays and Fridays are for posting. When you build this rhythm, your brain relaxes because it knows what to expect. System reduces mental friction, and mental friction prevents burnout. Speaking of mental strain, you must protect your mental bandwidth. Scrolling on the internet excessively is one of the fastest ways to lose creative energy, because when you scroll for a long period, you expose yourself to unnecessary comparisons. You start measuring your growth against creators who may have different audiences, experience, and resources. Comparison quietly drains motivation. It creates pressure and it distorts your perception of progress. So protect your focus intentionally. Limit how much you consume before creating. Mute accounts that triggers unhealthy comparisons and follow creators who inspire you. It is important to know that your mental clarity is part of your creative toolkit. Guard it carefully. Another crucial shift is detaching your identity from your metrics. You need to know that views fluctuate and engagement fluctuates. Sometimes you will post a video that you are proud of and it will underperform. This does not in any way mean that you are untalented. We've all had our fair share of this. If your self-worth rises and falls with every view count, burnout is inevitable. Instead of obsessing over immediate numbers, focus on skill development. Every video improves your delivery, every upload sharpens your clarity, and every piece of content strengthens your positioning, because skill compounds even when views fluctuate. When you detach your identity from your metrics, you create from confidence instead of anxiety. You also need to redefine what consistency actually means. It means delivering predictable value over time. If your audience knows that every week you show up with practical advice for beauty business, content creation, and a whole lot for Nigerians, that is consistency. You need to understand that predictability builds trust. Trust builds loyalty, and loyalty builds long-term growth. You do not need to exhaust yourself trying to dominate every platform. What you need is clarity about what you offer and discipline in delivering it regularly. Burnout happens when you chase noise instead of building structure. Let me say this clearly. You do not need to hustle yourself into exhaustion before you grow. What you need is clarity about your niche, systems that support your reality, and skill that improves with repetition. The goal is to build something sustainable enough to make money, build authority, and maintain your peace. If this perspective helps you to rethink consistency, don't forget to subscribe. Stay consistent and stay strategic. I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.